Welcome to Perrfect AB Sunrise Beach Yoga. You're absolutely going to love this. It's perfect weather today. One hand on the heart, one hand on the solar plex. And the reason for this is we tune in the energy of our palms. So in order to heal ourselves, we have this palm chakra energy. When we're feeding in the lovely sounds of the ocean, when we're feeding in the grounding from Mother Earth, we're breathing in that energy and connecting it to our body through our palms. So just imagine yourself as a perfect human being and absolutely breathing in the healing energy from the water, from the earth, from the slight breeze that we have come across us, and from the beautiful sunrise that is about to rise at 7:26 this morning. When you close your eyes, just for a moment, just feel the energy all around you. You've visually seen it. And when you inhale, you feel your body lift up. And when you exhale, you recognize your body dropping and letting go and relaxing. Now I'm going to ask you to keep your eyes closed and squeeze in the urinary muscle and hold it in as you breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, squeeze in the urinary muscle. Your belly button goes along with it as well. Breathe out, squeeze in the urinary muscle. Like you're holding your urine and you got to go really bad. That is called Mula Bandha. Breathe in, squeeze. Breathe out, relax. Now a nice big breath in, inhaling through the nose with the mouth closed, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, inhale, squeeze Mula Bandha. Exhale, squeeze Mula Bandha. Bow the head slightly, drop the shoulders, relax the legs, relax the hips. Namaste. Welcome to Sunrise Beach Yoga, Perrfect Abs. We're going to be doing a lot of abs today. And that means honor your body. YouTube, Facebook, I invite you to get outdoors and enjoy this beautiful environment that we have in front of us. Taking the hands and placing them to the side of the legs. We're going to lift up the left arm and bend to the right. Lift up the left arm, bend to the right. And we're going to flow in between each arm. Drop the left arm to the left side. Lift up the right arm. Morning, Paula. Drop the right arm. Lift up the left arm to the side. As you come down with the arms, bend the knees a little bit. As you come up with the arm and drop it down, straighten the leg a little bit. So we're taking a nice chi flow. We're feeling our bodies bend to one side, so we're feeling that nice opening and that nice slow beginning to our yoga class. Two more times on each side, just enjoying dropping that arm, reaching that other arm across. And as we come up this time, come up with both hands. Connect the thumbs together above the head. Face east. Open the fingers up. Open the palms up. Keep the thumbs crossed. Slight back bend. Press the hips forward. Exhale. Bring one hand over the heart. One hand over the solar plex. Breathing in, relaxing, letting go. Taking both hands and placing it behind the back of the neck. Looking down at the ground at a non-moving point to make sure that we have nice balance in the body. We're going to lift up the left knee and bring the right elbow to the left knee. Ready? Lift up the left knee, right elbow to left knee. Bring it down. Right knee, left elbow. Bring it down. Keep focusing on that non-moving point. YouTube, Facebook, the wall, corner of a frame. On the beach here, we're looking at an indentation in the sand or the corner of our yoga blanket. And what this does is it creates balance in the body and also engages the core. And that's what today's class is all about. Perrfect abs. Doing this 3 more times on each side at your own pace. One more time on each side. And dropping those arms down. And we're going to do washing machine arms, so we don't get too cranky in the arms. Wavy wrist piano fingers, like you're grabbing something in the middle. And what this does as well is it opens up the chi in your body. So we're taking the energy around us and we're breathing in as we do this with the fingers and the hands and the wrists. And we're bringing in that good energy. And the good energy today, the intention is to love thyself. Bring the arms down. The opposite hand is going to touch the toes, and once again we have to look down to help balance our body out. And we're going to lift up legs. So lift up the left leg, touch the left leg with the right hand. Bring it back down. Right leg, left hand, left leg, right hand. And just keep going at your own pace. And what you're doing is you're feeling that belly button squeeze. And each time we do squeeze into the belly button, we feel that abdominal crunch. And our arms are building strength as they're holding out as well. If you need to bring them in and drop them a little bit, you're welcome to do that. That alleviates some of the strain on the arm. Challenge yourself a little bit. We have 3 more times on each side. And release the arms down. Ooh, give those arms a break. Good job. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Sun salutations. We're going to go slow with sun salutations, coming to the front of the mat, front of the yoga mat, blanket. Breathing in, the arms are going to come up to the side and connect together up above the head, locking the thumbs into place. Palms are facing forward, outward. Breathe in, slight back bend. Breathe out, bow forward all the way, bringing the hands to the shins and preparing for our flat back. Hands to shins, straighten out the elbows, tuck the chin in, flat back. Breathe in. Breathe out, bend the elbows. Let the head dangle to give ourselves a nice reprieve here. Inhale, bend the knees all the way, bringing the hands to the surface, stepping back with the left foot. Left knee comes down into a low, preparing for a low lunge on the right side. Find a focal point to stare at. Raise the arms up above the head. Bring them together in prayer pose. Lock the thumbs into place. Inhale, press the hips forward. Exhale, bow forward over that right knee, framing the foot with both hands. Pop back with the right knee. So now we're in tabletop. Tuck the toes under, come up into plank pose. Breathe in. When we breathe out, come into down dog, adjusting the hands backwards, adjusting the feet forward, and now we're in down dog. Press back, heels above the surface. Let the head dangle here. Breathe out again, press back. Inhale, come forward with the left foot, right knee down, so we're in a low lunge on the opposite side, on the left side. Come up with both arms, once again, raising them up towards the sky. Press the hips forward. Inhale again. And then slowly bow forward over that left knee. Use the right gluteus maximus to come to the right heel and pop up into standing forward bend. Ready? Pop up, standing forward bend. Hands on shin, preparing for our flat back. Straighten out the elbows, tuck the chin in. Inhale here. Exhale. Bend the elbows, let the body dangle over the knees. Breathe in, bend the knees, cross the arms in front. Slowly come up, pressing the hips forward as you come up. Open the arms up. Clasping the hands behind you, preparing for your slight back bend. And then exhaling, hands to heart. Wrong cue, Nancy, sorry about that. Planting the hands above the head. Hands to heart. Breathing in. Breathing out, opening the legs wide. Arms come up above the head. And they're about 8 inches apart. And we're going to squat and rainbow arms at the same time. So it looks like this, bending the right knee and then the left knee. And we're going to feel that bend in each side. Bending the right knee and the left knee. And we're going to float in between the right and left at our own pace. Feeling that strength in that thigh. Feeling that bend in the body. Two more times on each side. Like we're waving someone down. And then we meet in the middle. Arms up above the head, legs are wide, palms are facing each other. Make a nice back bend stretch. Inhale. And then exhale, the hands come to the thighs and we do a nice squat. As we do a squat, we're going to squat and twist. Squatting and twisting, we look out over the right shoulder and then we look out over the left. And we keep going, floating in between right and left, and we don't have to do it fast. And at the same time, if those thighs are getting too tired, we can always straighten out the legs a little bit. We don't have to go that deep into a squat. And when we look out over our shoulder, we get that extra stretch in the neck and it feels so good. And we feel that stretch in the hip as we're doing that as well. 4 more times on each side. Really press that inner thigh as you twist. That pressing gives you that extra stretch, that extra opening of the body. One more time on each side. And then we slowly come up. Keep the wide leg stance. Now we clasp the hands behind the back, reaching up with the arms, breathing in towards the shoulders, breathing out, bringing them down. Breathing in, reaching up, breathing out, bringing them down. Nice slow inhale, arms come up. Nice slow exhale, they come down. Reaching up, and this time we're going to hold the arms up here. Really feel that stretch in the chest muscles. 1, 2, 3. Slowly bring the arms down. Relax. Release the arms. Bring the feet together underneath the shoulder blades. Hands on hip like Peter Pan arms. Bringing up the left knee, only we're bringing the left foot to the left leg. So we're bringing the left foot, left knee up, and then we're bringing it back down. Right foot, right knee up, and bringing it back down. And when we look down at the ground, that helps keep our balance as we do this from side to side. We're going to feel that nice groin stretch. We're going to feel that gut clench. We want those abs to clench. About 4 more times on each side. We have this nice cool breeze, YouTube, Facebook, across the body. We're looking out over the beautiful ocean. And we're feeling this beautiful energy lift us up. 1 more time on each side. And then bring the right foot forward and the left foot back. So the left foot is squared, preparing for our warrior flow. Bending the right knee out towards the right pinky toe. Take both hands into warrior 2 pose, bringing them up by the shoulders and spreading them fingers wide. Floating in between warrior and peaceful warrior. We're going to take the left hand and bring it to the thigh and the right hand to the sky, straightening out the right leg at the same time. And when we come down, we're going to bring right arm down, back to warrior 2 pose, and then up again, flow. Straighten out the leg, lift up. You're feeling that in the hip, and then float at your own pace. Breathing in, coming up, straightening out the leg, feeling that extra stretch in the hip. Breathing out, coming down, strengthen your knee and your thigh, pressing your hips forward. Up, straighten the leg, out, come down. Up, straighten the leg, and out, come down. Take your time, going nice and slow, up, and then down. 3 more times, up, down, up, down. And now we're going to hold it here in warrior 2 pose. We're going to feel the strength of our thighs. We're going to press the hips forward. Inhale, really stretch your arms away from your torso, away from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, drop the arms, straighten out the legs, and then twist to the other side for left side warrior 2. Twist to the left side, the right foot is squared, the left toes are forward, bending the left knee out towards the left pinky toe, coming up into warrior 1. And everyone, I want you to go ahead and face east because the sun is just about ready to come up. Listen to the cues, because it's wonderful watching the sun come up as we're doing this glorious yoga stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next inhale. Right hand, right thigh, straighten out the left leg, left hand to sky. Reach, reach, reach up. Exhale, come back into warrior flow at your own pace. 6 more times. Two more times. We're going to hold it in Warrior Two when you get there. Stretch the fingers away from the head. Bend that left knee out towards the left pinky toe. Strengthen the right leg so it's nice and strong. Inhale again. And when we exhale, we're going to come hands to heart, both legs. Ready? Exhale. Hands to heart, both legs. And bow the head for just a moment, resting the arms, resting the legs, because that was a good stretch and a nice heart cardiovascular builder. The arms are going to drop to the side, and what we're going to do is a chi roll with the shoulders. So it's a shoulder roll backwards. Separate the feet just a little bit, about 18 inches. And as we roll backwards with the shoulders, we're going to feel that nice stretch and that lift. We're watching the beautiful sun come up over the horizon. Now we're going to roll opposite direction. Roll the arms forward, and the fingertips come down towards the earth, giving that extra stretch. Hands come to thighs. Open up the legs wide again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squat all the way down. Look out over the right shoulder all the way back. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, squat down. Look out over the left shoulder. Flowing at our own pace. Inhales and exhales, we squat down and we twist, looking out over the shoulder. And we see that glorious sun come up over the horizon, blessing us with its presence. Three more times on each side at our own pace, feeling the energy come up through the earth into our body. Inhaling the energy from the earth into our body to heal whatever's going on in our body. One more time. And then we slowly come up. And we're going to swing our arms from side to side. And as we swing our arms from side to side, we might need to bring our feet in just a little bit so we pivot that opposite foot that we're swinging to. So when we swing to the right, we're pivoting the left foot. Swinging to the left, pivoting the right foot. Two more on each side. And then we meet in the middle. Bringing the hands behind the back of the head. Inhaling. Exhaling. Squatting down and bending to the right. Inhaling. We come up. Squatting down, bending to the left. Up, squatting down, bending to the right. Oh, that feels good. Opening up the hips. Up, down, left. Breathe in, up, down, right. Up, down, left. Up, down, right. Building strength in the legs, building strength in the side of our body. Right and left. 2 more times on each side. Go at your own pace. Feel the energy flow with your own body, your own breath. Come together as we face east and watch the sun come up over the horizon for just a moment. Hand on the heart, hand on the solar plex. Drop the shoulders, breathe in and out. Feel that beautiful energy of life that has been given to us and that we feel blessed. Now we're ready for a little bit of upbeat. As we take our upbeat positions, feeling the good energy in the body, we're going to tune into some little salsa dancing for just 3 minutes. Hands on hips. Lift up the booty. Lift, lift, lift. You're going to feel it in your abs. From side to side. We want to shake those booties. That's it. Nice leg lift. And you're feeling it in the gut. Four more times on each side. That's it, Heike. That's it, babe. Nice hips, Amy. There we go. Come on, Frank. Now we're going to take those arms and we're going to bring them up by the elbows and we're going to grind. Ready? Grind, grind, grind. Bringing the hips forward and squeezing the gut as we do that. We're feeling the strength building in our arms, and we have that nice abdominal strength building at the same time. 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Strike the pose. So when we're stretching from side to side, and half warrior pose, we're striking the pose and really stretching it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands together above the head in yogi arms. Belly dancer. There you go, Amy. Nice, Nancy. That's it, Frank. We're getting that strength in those arms. We're bringing those elbows back with those rotating hips. Now bring the arms down and step from side to side. Bring the arms with it, cross them over. song is almost done. Nice heart builder and ab builder at the same time. It's wonderful because we find that we're building the strength in our arms and our legs. Okay, great job. Now we're going to come down to the mat. Nice slow music again. Coming down to the mat and down dog. Back bend, forward bend first. Middle of the mat. Breathe in, arms come up, swan arms up. Clasp them together above the head and lock the thumbs into place. Inhale, press the hips forward, squeezing the glutes in. Exhale, open the palms, hinging at the first finger of the thumb, and slowly bend forward. And as we bend forward, we're going to clasp the elbows here and swing from side to side. And we're really going to release that cranky back. Swing at your own pace. You can go slower, you can go faster. But when you do that, take that opposite elbow. So you're swinging to the left, take that right elbow and really stretch it all the way over. You get that extra reach in the hips, and you create that extra space in your hips. Three more times on each side. And then we meet in the middle. We're going to hang here for 3 breaths. Slowly open up the arms. Walk the arms forward, preparing for your down dog. Spread the fingers wide. Step back. We're going to do a booty roll, down dog. So your booty is up in the air, and we're doing walking dog booty roll. And when we do that, yes, we look sexy with our butts in our air, but we're also opening up the energy in the side of the legs. Because if we have any knee challenges, it's due to the tightness in our legs. And when we loosen up our legs, we feel that, stretch. Now the arms are getting heavy. We're coming down for a sec. We're doing this a couple more times on each side. Slowly come down on the knees. Preparing for our cat-cow. Tucking the toes under, spreading the fingers wide. Arms are directly underneath the shoulders. Inhaling, chin up, chest up. Exhaling, chin to the chest. Breathing in, coming up. Oh, nice big grin. Exhale, rounding the back, stretching the spine towards the sky and tucking the hips towards the chest. Up and down. And you're going to go at your own pace. I invite you to close your eyes for 4 more times. Breathing in, up, Cheshire grin. Breathing out, down. Go as slow as you want. One more time, we're going to bring our chin and our tailbone up towards the sky and hold the breath in. Exhale. Bring the chin into the chest. Round the back. Squeeze in Mula Bandha, lifting up your pelvic muscle. Hold it and breathe out. Relax the spine. Bringing the left shoulder to the left hip. Doing a C curve in the body, coming back to center. right shoulder to right hip. Now we bring the breath into it. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder, left hip. Inhale, center. Right shoulder, right hip. Doing that 6 more times on each side at your own pace. One more time on each side. Ooh, that's a glorious stretch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Coming back to center. Now at this point, some people's hands and wrists are tight and heavy. YouTube, Facebook, I wanted to honor your body. If you need to come down to your elbows, come down to your elbows. We're going to take the right leg, lift it up, and bend it so the right foot is up towards the sky. And we're going to circle that knee going inward. We do not have to come up all the way. We have 3 more circles. 1, 2, 3, and then slowly bring it back down. That gives a nice gluteus maximus, buns of steel, and abolitius. Inhale up, left leg, bend the left knee, left foot up towards the sky, and then rotate that knee inward. So the knee is going out, up, and in. Nice, sexy rotation of the hips going on, everyone. Good job. Nice. We have a nice reprieve after this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Wipe off the sand on your yoga blankets, coming down into an open knee child's pose. When you open the knees up, open the feet up at the same time, because when you come down, some of us can come down all the way to the mat, and some of us, it's hard to do that. So honor the body. If we need to tuck the toes under YouTube, Facebook. You can cross the arms in front, place the forehead on the arms, which I'm going to do so I don't get a face full of sand. If the groin muscle is too much of a stretch, bring the knees back together. Inhale and exhale. This is an excellent stretch for you to do in bed when you get into bed at night and when you wake up in the morning. Four more nice, slow, deep breaths, feeling the energy. Close your eyes and really tune into the sound of the ocean. The feel of the earth. We all have challenges going on with our body. If it's not our knees, it's our back. If it's not our back, it's our neck. Some sort of challenge that goes into your body. Tune into the story that my body is healthy, happy, and at peace. When we tell ourselves those wonderful positive affirmations, little bit by little bit, starts to turn in longer periods of time where our body feels really happy. Two more inhales and exhales. Breathe. Breathe in, come up on the belly, preparing for our Superman. Hooking the thumbs into place because it really helps us to lift our arms up when we hook the thumbs into place. Tucking our chin in We don't have to lift up both the arms and both the legs at the same time when we breathe in. We can do either legs or arms. When we come up, it looks like this, both arms and legs at the same time, extended out. And then when we exhale, we're going to come down. Inhale, tuck the chin, stretch the arms out like someone has your wrists and ankles. And then exhale, slowly come down. And again, at your own pace. 6 more times. Up. And down. Last one, we're going to hold it up. Breathe in, hold it up, tuck the chin in. 1, 2, 3, bring it down. Oh, that was good. Nice. From this position, the right arm is going to come to T. The left hand is going to come down by the breast on the surface of the yoga blanket. Because we're going to twist our body over onto the right side, but we need a leverage. Twist the body onto the right side. And as we do that, tuck that right knee underneath you. Bend the left knee up towards the sky. And we're lifting, dropping. We're dropping. We're open. I'm on my mic, so it's... Drop your right ear to the surface, left arm to the sky. We really feel a stretch in that right shoulder. So adjust your body if this is too tweaked. We're going to go over this position again. Verbally, the right arm is at T all the way up by the shoulder. It's underneath us as we twist onto our right side. We bend the right knee underneath us to hold us on our right side. The left knee is up towards the sky and the left arm is up towards the sky. Breathe in. Open it up. Left arm. Breathe out. Relax. So you're feeling the right side of your body hug the earth. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Open up left arm all the way to the back. Breathe out. Relax. Inhale. Open. Ooh, I felt a crack. Exhale. Relax the left arm all the way down. Bring the left knee all the way folded so it touches the right knee. Preparing for our opposite side. Left arm to T, up by the shoulder. Right hand comes next to the left shoulder, and we're bending it onto the left side. Bend the left knee underneath you. Bring the right knee towards the sky, and slowly the right hand towards the sky. You're going to rest your left ear onto the surface so you're not straining your neck. Again, left arm is underneath us. If we have to bring that right arm down so that left arm is not tweaked so much, or if we have to bring that left hand down by the rib cage, do that so your left side is not hurting you. We just want a nice stretch here. Adjust your body to where it needs to be adjusted in the left knee or right knee. So you're feeling a stretch. Breathe in, open. Good. Breathe out, relax. Inhale, open that arm. Exhale, relax. One more time, okay? Inhale, open the arm. And then exhale, relax the right arm all the way down. Instead of rolling over onto the belly, we're going to lift up our body with the right hand and roll over onto the back. You're going to find the third eye meditation pillow on your yoga blanket. So we're all on our back here. We're going to bring the knees into the chest. And as we bring the knees into the chest, we're going to rock from side to side, and we're going to notice that the hard surface, YouTube, Facebook at home, is massaging our gluteus maximus. And this is good because this is where our hips get really tight, and that sciatic nerve wraps around, the piriformis muscle wraps around the sciatic nerve and makes our legs hurt. So this is a good release in the sciatic nerve area. Now we're going to take that rocking motion and straighten out the legs. Straighten out both legs. Bring them in. Straighten out both legs. Bring them in. Continue to rock from side to side if you can, or stop the rocking and then just straighten out the legs and bring them in. You decide. We're going at your own pace for about 6 more times. You're feeling it in the belly. You don't have to come all the way down like me. You can come all the way up if it's too much of a gut wrench. Again, your body is at your pace. Wherever you're at is wonderful. You don't have to rock. You can keep the legs nice and straight without the rocking and still get the benefits of this nice abdominal strength builder. 3 more times. Straightening out the legs. As close to the earth as possible, we're hovering, and then we're bringing in the knees. Straightening out the legs. And then bring in the knees in. 1 more time. Straightening out the legs. Hover above the earth. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly bring the knees in. Oh, that was a nice reprieve. Good job, everyone. Nice. Bring the knees into the chest. Breathe in as you press those knees into your chest. Breathe out, relax. 2 more times. Breathe in, press the knees into the chest. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, press the knees into the chest. Hold, hold, hold. And then slowly let the feet drop to the surface. Legs can come out straight, or knees can come out to the side. When you're in a Supta Baddha Konasana position, your lower back presses against the earth a little bit easier. Take your third eye meditation pillow. Everything is clean here. Sanitized. Place it over the eyes. And when you place it over the eyes, take one hand, place it on top of your heart, one hand on the belly, and slide your arms down so your elbows touch the surface of the earth. Bring your chin into your chest and then lower the back of the head back onto the surface of the yoga blanket. Breathe in. And as you breathe in, imagine your power is reaching up towards the sky and you're inhaling like a vacuum the needs and wants that you need in your life. And when you exhale, you're allowing that energy to absorb into your body. And you feel that dropping sensation. We're going to condition ourselves. We're used to the program of over and over again. My neck hurts, my legs hurt, my back hurts. Let's feed that good energy to our bodies. We're recognizing that we might be a little cranky in our bodies. Tell ourselves the story. I am healed. I feel strong. I feel loved. Feel gratitude for walking on 2 feet and having 2 hands. Because when you meet the person that doesn't have any arms or legs, you become deeply grateful for everything in your life. Inhale to your strength, to your positive story. Exhale and feel that resolve. When we have a dramatic experience in our life, we tend to want to hold on to that. I'm going to share with you a way how to emotionally release that. Just by connecting with your breath. Breathe in with me collectively together. Inhale the sound of the ocean into your mind, into your body, into your spirit. And when you exhale, absorb that sound into your body, into your mind, into your spirit. Feel the slight breeze across your body. Connect it with your breath. Breathe in this breeze into your body. Breathe out, absorb it. Breathe in the warmth from the sun. Exhale. Absorb it. Inhale, feel the earth beneath you, connecting with the shoulder blades, the spine, the hips, the legs, the feet. And exhale, surrender to it. Connect to the feeling of the breath in your body. Feel through the nostrils. When you inhale, and when you exhale, feel it flow down your esophagus, your throat, to the esophagus. Feel the air as your hands lift when you inhale and your hands drop when you exhale. Notice how you're breathing normal, but each time that exhale comes, there's a little moment that your body drops to the earth and you feel that relaxation in your muscles. And now, I'm going to share with you powerful words that you're going to say to yourself every day. Repeat after me in your thoughts. I am strong. I am whole inside. I am loved. I am strong. I am whole inside. I am loved. I am strong. I am whole inside. I am loved. Breathe in deep. Connect that energy of your words. Breathe out, relax. Take those elbows, take those arms, and hug yourself. Really hold your body, hold your torso, and squeeze. Breathe in as you squeeze. And breathe out, relax, and just hold yourself for a moment. Visualize the one person that you love the most. If it's a wonderful animal, just feel yourself holding that animal, holding that person. Squeeze again, inhale. And breathe out, exhale, absorb it. Now you've created a new story for your life. You can tell that story of how you've gone through challenges in your life. Challenging circumstances, of being attacked, of being in a car accident, of being abused, whatever it is. And now you can tell yourself a new story. I am strong. I am whole. I am loved. Squeeze in, breathe in. Breathe out. Release your arms. Roll over onto the side and come up into a comfortable seated position. Hello, good morning. Oh, that's wonderful. Nice, everyone. Good. Once again, we're going to place one hand on the heart and one hand on the solar plex and drop our chin into our chest. We're going to repeat out loud to ourselves. I am strong. I am whole inside. I am loved. And with that exhale, feel the knees drop, the shoulders slide down the back. Breathe in again. Breathe in that strength. Breathe in that wholeness. Breathe in that love. And exhale. Bow the head slightly. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Woo, yoga, living life, loving it. This was perfect abolitionist, but you can see how it brings another energy to it as well. YouTube, Facebook, thank you for your likes, your shares, and your PayPal donation down below.